we've been talking a lot about perspective and seeing things that we sign up for ourselves and contracts. And it takes a lot for me. It took a lot of processing to experience what I was experiencing and stepping outside of what's arising and seeing the bigger picture. And then I was really drawn to humor. That just made all the difference. I mean, humor is such a high vibration.
I wonder what the vibration is of the comics, like the comedians that do make us laugh. Because that to me is a divine gift as well.
Oh, for sure.
So we're going to tune in to see what we get for the frequency of humor. And we encourage you to do the same. Don't overthink it. What's the first number or numbers that come to you? Or maybe you see a visual.
I'm getting higher than 700.
Ooh, yeah, me too.
I was getting a message. I wasn't getting numbers.
Oh, sorry.
I like
it. They just said no constraints. That's what God, that feeling when you're laughing so hard. Yeah.
My first hit was over 700. It didn't give me a number.
Yeah. We set the stage for you.
Well, we were talking about Patch Adams as well.
Oh, yeah.
Most people know of the famous movie with Robin Williams. And Patch Adams was an actual doctor. He really brought in the healing power of laughter. It's such a high vibration because you can heal some of the most difficult things by bringing in that laughter.
Yeah, that was one of my favorite movies in the whole wide world because I loved Robin Williams. I watched every Robin Williams movie because he made me laugh so hard. I think during that time, I either had just become a nurse or I was in nursing school. I thought to myself, I'm like, this is how every doctor should be. Every place should be like this. So
Absolutely, yes.
We talk about how children and, babies help bring in that laughter. And I was thinking about animals as well. Here that animals and, children gravitate towards higher vibrations.
I was in my nursing rotation for a psych hospital as well. And they would bring in emotional support pets and hordes of people, if you want. I mean, like 10, 20 people would come in and pet the animal. The pet most likely was a dog. And people would cry. I mean, nothing was said to them.
When that happens, when they're petting animals like that, it opens up their heart chakra and starts to release blockages. That's where the emotional release comes from in the crying.
It's so funny. The other day, I picked the kids up and a song came on from when I was in high school that I loved, and I never heard it on the radio except the last time was in high school probably. And I was like, oh, and I turned it up. Oh my God, I had not heard this song in forever. And I was so excited. And the kids were like, oh, Mom.
Aww.
But music raises your vibration too. Like when you hear that song, you can just groove too. Oh.
And then what's the funny part, I guess, about songs, that like the song that you've heard in your early childhood or whatever, and you haven't heard for another 20 years, right? And you're like, when you hear it, you remember all the lyrics to it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
A lot of memory is built in with emotional experiences. So, the whole wide range of emotions that will help us remember something. Generally, there's, of course, exceptions, but I feel that a lot of us maybe are nostalgic for things because, at least for me, it reminds me of a time where I didn't take things so seriously, as we're talking about. Why do we take things so seriously? Babies generally don't, but they're not as fused with their ego. So as we grow up and we attach these stories and programs and traumas, we become fused with this avatar. And so it's like we are watching ourselves in a movie. And instead of noticing that we're watching ourselves play out these different scenarios in a movie, we think that person in the movie is me and that's all I am. And when at least for me, when I think that, then it's like, yes, things are very serious because this is my avatar and this is who I am. And, you know, it's doom and gloom if something happens. But if I can look at, okay, well, that's my avatar, that's my human suit or whatever, this is who I'm playing right now in this lifetime, take a step back and look from a grander perspective. And so I think it's when we are fused with our egos, I guess, for a lack of a better term, or wounded egos, that we take life so seriously.
I think it's based on our experience. So that's why we're able to share that with you, Ava. So we've stepped through it, and well, personally for me, I've stepped beyond some of those challenges I had when I was younger. It took a long time. And I admire you for addressing all this stuff at such a younger age. I think it's amazing. So, but experience.
If you have some sort of negative, for lack of a better term, voice or thought to picture a really hilarious character saying that to you, like say you have some sort of mental pattern that takes you down a rabbit hole and you think of Homer Simpson saying that. And so when we can learn how to laugh at ourselves, and I really truly do not feel that this is what they call bypassing, you know, like there's just so many, I feel like there's so much tiptoeing. Oh, but you're bypassing and blah, blah, blah. I don't know about that. Go ahead.
There goes Angie. There goes Angie.
Come on. We need a snort.
I'm sorry, but seriously, when you said think of something, and then I started thinking of something that makes me laugh. Okay, you might have to edit.
No,
your laugh is the best. We got to keep that in.
Oh, my daughter did this. Remember when TikTok was Musical.ly, when they were little? I don't know if you remember this. Okay, but we were looking through their really old ones. And she was singing this song.
And what?
She farted.
I knew you were going to say that. Mom, you're so dead. You did not say that on air.
Oh my God. And she was so sweet and innocent singing this song. She farted and she's like, oh. Oh, I'm going to share it with you guys when we get off the phone.
I knew I didn't put eye makeup for a reason. Thanks, Angie. That really makes a difference.
I feel terrible though because Ava had something really good to say. I messed it up. Oh God. Okay. Sorry. Farting and people falling just gets me.
Oh my God.
I really
Thanks for the laugh.
appreciate it. And you brought that in. So
I couldn't hold it.
Okay.
She's going to be mortified.
Well, she doesn't watch you.
She doesn't. I'll send it to them and they're like, okay, Mom.
Don't send this one to her just in case.
Oh, so fun. Okay.
Oh, my abs from last night and now today.
You're getting a free workout.
I know.
Yeah.
and don't forget to laugh.
Yes.
Yes. And
Good comedy.
fart in front of your friends.
Yeah.
Okay.
My parents would not let me say the word fart growing up.
Really?
Aww.
I just say poot. It was more proper as a lady to say poot than fart.
It's just as funny.
Yeah, I feel like I swung in the opposite direction of, you know.
It almost sounds like a nickname, like a pet name for something. Hey, Poots.
Oh man.
Call someone you don't really like. Hi, Poots.
Hey, Poots.
In your head, maybe. More like
It's like, oh, I'm really mad at my boyfriend today. I think I'll call him Poots. And he'll think, oh, that's so lovely.
So I was in this embodying your divinity class a couple years ago, and it was on Zoom during the fun pandemic stuff. And I had just gotten Electra. So my white dog Electra, and then we had Tesla, and Tesla was neutered. Electra had yet to be spayed. The minute she got home, he was latched on, like he would not leave her alone. Anyways, I had a Zoom class, and they started.
I already see it.
yeah.
Yeah, well, they got stuck together, and they're around because I guess that happens with dogs. Yeah. Seen that, but
oh, I've seen it.
I
was mortified. I was a teenager.
Yeah.
It's like, what did you do to her?
You gotta pull them apart. I'm like, no, that's gonna hurt them. You don't pull them apart. We just let them be. They're just stuck together in the background of the Zoom, and it was what it was. But
I do declare this is funny.